Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
In today's video, we're going to talk about how do we physically budget.
Mainly for the maintenance for the house. Budgeting is hard.
It's kind of boring, hard. It's always fluctuate. There's a lot of, I guess,
I don't know, for me, I get used to do the grocery budget. I know how much approximately we use every week. I think you just have to get a momentum, get used to one whole year, then you know how much you have to spend. But because we moved into this house last year, we did quite a lot of renovation, and then all the money gone. Then now our pool is getting smaller and smaller, and sometimes feel like, oh, do I really want to use our emergency fund money to do maintenance of the house? Psychologically, not working. Yeah, not working. So feel like it's such a big do that expense if I take out the money from our emergency fund. It is not like something broke down. It is just maintenance of the house. It has to be every year, or sometimes something break down. You cannot avoid it. So that's why we I think few weeks ago, and then you starting putting money in another bank account. So we have so many different jars.
Yeah, so many different accounts, and what are those accounts are for. So in a typical week for us, we receive our income as a paycheck. Let's say we distribute that accordingly. So for example, we also have a plan living in this house. There's an upkeep maintenance, more like it's not much of
not
upgrade.
No, not upgrade.
Just an maintenance.
Yeah.
We did the retaining wall on this property. We did a little bit of landscaping. So that
is not really maintenance though. That is like
that's an additional, I guess. And then we did solar panel. That took a lot of hit. However, now we realize that I think we have to have some sort of fund just to maintain the house,
or any small upgrade we want to, and we save it. Because sometimes I just feel like psychologically it is not working out if we take the money from emergency fund. You save it so hard, it should be for emergency. It's not something you want or you know is going to happen.
Yeah. So, for example, we're looking at the next stage of our life would be painting the house, because some of the paint's already peeling and dusty and flaky and whatnot. And what else is there? There's that's the main one. Oh, we're looking at putting a gate.
Yeah.
A gate plus
outside
of the house, as well as a patio. What else is there?
Never end.
Never end.
So we well, it's kind of upgrade. These are upgrade, not really maintenance. But eventually, when we sell the house, it is going to appreciate the value. So that we okay with it, and we enjoy doing it. I do like it.
The other one would be possibly disconnecting our gas. Our gas.
Oh yeah, change it to electric stove.
Because we do have a lot of solar, and sometimes we look at it, we don't utilize all of them.
Yeah, so what we've been doing, just replacing. We didn't really replace it, just to use 2 electric portable stove.
We bought it from IKEA.
It's been a month or so, and we're surviving. We don't need the gas.
we haven't used the gas since.
No.
I think there's a pros and cons in anything. With the electric stove, it goes pretty quick.
Yeah, I was amazed. It's much faster than the gas, the fire.
What I like about the electric stove so far is the fact that when you lift it, I don't forget.
Yeah, you forgot all the time to turn off the
stove. Yes. So this time around, when you lift it, it just beep, 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 and it automatically shut down when there's nothing on top of it. So that's the pro, I guess.
So how we distribute the money, we have the income, and then we set an amount. So when we used to live in apartment, so each quarter we had to pay around $2,000 just to keep up of the apartment, cleaning or maintaining, fixing. So we use that number as a budget.
Correct.
So that's $8,000, but we're thinking, okay, for a house for us, and we sometimes want to do some upgrade, maybe $10,000 a year. So you work backward for how much do you need. So we have an idea of $10,000 a year that we should save up. to keep up the house for maintenance. So let's say for next year, if we're going to paint the house, we already got few quotes, maybe approximately $5,000 or $6,000.
Something along those lines.
Yeah, so we will have surplus of $5,000. Then maybe the year after that, we'll save up for $15,000. We can do some bigger project, maybe the front roller gate, the landscape for the front yard. So that's our plan.
Yeah. So that's, I guess, overall, we didn't understand what living in a house feels like.
No.
Until now, it's like, oh yeah, I forgot. Now you really are the strata manager. We've been living in an apartment where you don't have to worry about those things.
But I prefer in a house, something that you can avoid. Remember back in the days when we were in an apartment, someone broke that automatic door in the car park. Who pays for it?
Well, we ended up paying for it because it's coming from the strata.
Correct. And then sometimes at nighttime, some drunk people, they press on the
buzzer,
the buzzer for the fire alarm. And calling fire truck. Who paid for it?
Then again, back to the owner corporation, let's say.
So there are pros and cons in living both house and apartment. I think it just depends on your choice and what options which you leaning towards to. Like nothing is easy.
If you want to simplify it, get someone else to do it. I guess you got your property manager, or if not, in our experience, where we had like a full-time Monday to Friday building manager, let's say, but that's at a cost. And then we had also a daily cleaner that cleaned all of the rubbish bin. And again, that's at a cost. But whereas now living in a house is like you don't absorb those costs. You have to actually do it yourself. If we forgot to take out our bins, for example, which I've done once, I'm like, okay, never do that again. So and then if there's any repair on the property, it is on you.
But at least you can choose for your own style and get different quote. Because in a strata, they just, okay, I want to get the job done. I don't want to get different quote. I don't need the cheapest one. I need the most convenient one. And sometimes they quote you the most expensive. And as an owner, you don't really have a say in
unless you are in the committee.
But sometimes they don't even. They just, I don't have the time. Just do it.
Overall, that's how we split it. So our income, a certain percentage of it goes to the maintaining on the property.
Well, but just working backward, our number is $10,000, which means we need $200 a week to be there, to hit our target.
So that's just, and then
that's how you work out the number.
And then with your income, you just go straight to kids' activity as well as
groceries
and
small maintenance in the house. Like for me, my income is to survive, right?
The essential expenses.
My money is just all spending. So if I got some extra money, I'll spend it.
Whereas my money mostly is like the big ticket purchases, which is our investment account, as well as the maintaining on the property.
The house, yes.
As well as all the bills that comes with the house, which is your water, electricity, council as well. Our interesting fact, however, since we installed solar, this is our very first, I guess, summer.
Yeah.
We looked at the data as of October. It was rather interesting. Due to solar installation, our bill was, how much was it? $30, I think it was?
Yeah, $20 or $30 in October.
Yeah. So I guess
October is kind of like a spring towards summer in Brisbane. It's slowly getting hot and humid here. Daytime, I still not every day using aircon, but then at nighttime, sometimes to have sleep better, we turn on the split system, our room and the kids' room, so 2 of them, and then we set a timer to turn it off during midnight. So far, I think we've done it pretty much every night, most of the nights in October. So we feed the grid quite a lot, but because the money that we getting is so little. Anyway, but we're still only paying $20 in October.
So overall, having solar panel, it is a big investment.
Yes.
Upfront. However, the running cost of it is a lot smaller.
Yeah. So it's just really glad that we did the solar kind of first thing once we moved in.
Anyway, that's just our 2 cents, guys. If you like this type of content, don't forget to subscribe, comment.
See you next time.
Bye.